Well, if you've never had a singing lesson before, or you've had a singing teacher in the past, a long time ago, or maybe you're just curious about what a singing lesson with me might look like, this video is for you. And the first thing I'd say is pretty much anyone can benefit from a singing lesson. So whether you're an amateur or professional, it doesn't matter really whether you want to work on a particular style, to improve your technique, to learn new repertoire, or work on your vocal health. The idea of a singing lesson is to give you the tools that you might need to improve your voice, and hopefully the guidance to help you understand your own voice better and to work on it yourself. So a typical singing lesson might look like this. It might be start with a short conversation about how you've been doing and something you might like to work on. Generally, a singing lesson will start with some sort of vocal warm up. So that'll be to relax the muscles, maybe to explore how your voice or your body is doing on that particular day. So that might be some gentle stretching, so stuff for the shoulders and neck. You might do things like the infamous lip trills, if you've come across them, that kind of thing, or some gentle humming, some tongue and jaw exercises if there's tension there, which often there is, and some gentle vocalizations, so stuff maybe on a 5 note, maybe on one vowel, so that kind of thing. So once you've done a little bit of warming up, sometimes you might have done a bit before you come into a lesson, you might be learning a new song. So generally you could teach that note by note, especially if a student can't read music or anything like that. So you might do that just by listening to it, going through it and repeating it over and over. If you can read sheet music, great. Maybe speeds that process up a little bit, or you have time to work on it yourself. You might be working on a song you already know, and so that can kind of develop into something maybe a bit more tangible. You can work with it. It's a bit more exciting, I think, if you're working with something you know, because you can work a bit on more an expression and meaning within the song in each section maybe, or you might practice it in different ways, reading the words maybe without any music. You might do it with just singing the melody without any words. So that might be something, if you're doing something, I wish I was on yonder hill, you might do it just to a vowel, or whatever, just to kind of see if there's any difficult points that might be not being caused by the words, for example, or something you might like to work on. Within the song, if there was anything, you might really focus in on particular phrases that have caused difficulty. So you might sometimes you might spend a lesson working on really specific parts within a song, which can be quite productive as well. And towards the end of the lesson, then you're looking at a conversation maybe about what can be worked on before the next session, and a summary of the tools that you can take away to work on. And hopefully you're learning tools that you can apply to other things. So it's not just based on one song. That for me would be the idea of what you want from a lesson, so that you can go away and work on it yourself. And it's always nice to have a third party ear, but the bulk of the work is done yourself. Having said that, not everyone is in the same situation, and people have different ways that they work, and they mightn't have the time or the space to work as much themselves during the week. And I suppose the key to a singing lesson is to adapt the teacher and student working together, to come up with something that works for each individual person. So that's just a general idea of what to expect from a singing lesson.